So I want to believe as a Igbo in Ghana that you have been seeing what is going on social media, where some persons and some group of people posted a protest saying Nigerians must leave. And some way, somehow, your personality, your position is caught in between all of this. They say, oh, there's one man, is the king in Ghana, trying to take over Ghana, establish a palace where they already have a king. Practically, they are saying you want to take over Ghana. And for this reason, it is threatening the stay and the business of a lot of Nigerians as what they put on the media. Now, this whole thing is just to let Ghanaians know that, okay, this is what it is, this is not what it is. And for our own Nigerians that are in diaspora and in Nigeria. So the first question to you, is it Igbo in Nigeria, is it Igbo in Ghana? I'm sorry. Is it Igbo in Ghana? Are you establishing a palace in Ghana to compete? Or what is your position in Ghana? Let's know your position in Ghana first of all. Thank you very much.
Yeah, very dark man, you're welcome. By the special grace of God, I was chosen by the Igbo community in Ghana to be the SND of Ghana. I am the leader of Igbo community in Ghana. In our language, as our local language, SND of Ghana. And the Igbo in diaspora did not begin here in Ghana. It's all over the world Igbos are found. Even in Nigeria, we have in Abuja, we have in Kaduna, we have in Lagos, we have in Benin, even where you're coming from. Okay? We have in America, we have in London, we have in Canada, we have in Europe, all over Asia, even in Russia, where there's war going on there. So we have Igbo all over the world. And the purpose of Igbo is for we to preserve our culture. It's for we to teach our culture and our tradition to our people. It's for we to celebrate our festivals. It's for we to bring peace among ourselves. It's for we to help ourselves in our businesses to support each other. It's for we to make sure there's love among us and also teach our people the rules and regulations of the countries where we find ourselves or the state outside the land where we find ourselves. Now, with all these package, I mean more, these are the purpose of Igbo in diaspora. It's not for political. It's not for a challenge of the host nation or a host state. It is not for the challenge of kings and queens of that land. It's not for challenge of anything, but it is for our own people. Remember, we are 100% Igbo's Igbos. And most of us are not properly educated because our nature of business. Some people cross the boundaries because they don't know the rules and regulations of the country where we find ourselves. For that reason, the structure of Igbo in diaspora help to teach our people what they don't know. So you cannot cross your boundaries. Now, me sitting down here, I did not make myself the Igbo Ghana. My people choose me and made me the Igbo of Ghana. And this is my 13 years of this truck here. 13 years of hard work, 13 years of struggling, 13 years of peacemaking, 13 years of promotion, and 13 years of bringing the two nations together in terms of culture and tradition. So, sitting down here is not by my power, but the power of the people, but ordained by God. Now, going to your question, my purpose here is not a purpose to challenge the traditional authority of the nation. And I have never, or we have never, the Igbos in Ghana, ever think or had a thought of building a kingdom in Ghana. Nothing like that. We've never had this thought before. We've never even think about it. We've never even acquired any piece of land for kingdom. What we did was exactly what's happening now in Ghana. You were in the market yesterday. I want to help you so that your questions will be great for you. That's why I'm giving you my instructions. You were in the market yesterday. Based on Nigerian shops that were locked in the market. This is exactly what happened 20 when President Mahama, a competent president here in Africa and around the world, came into office, newly as elected president after the death of his boss, Akamel's. That's the year of 2013. There was a massive force to Nigerians in the market by Ghana Trade Union, asking Nigerians to leave the market because they were not following the rules and regulations of Ghana that prohibits retail in the market. The rules and regulations are all about foreigners to be to supply to the locals, and the locals will do retail. That is the law. My father in the law, T.D. Joshua, said he should know the root of the problem before he can solve it. That is the law. And when you prohibit any law, or when you did not follow up any law, the law will hold you. Now, that is the law. But we see ourselves that we are West Africans. West African treaty govern and governs every one of us. So believe free goods, free whatever, blah, 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 blah. Border crossing and all that. We see it as an opportunity for we also to go into retail trade. Most of us that started coming here 30, 40, 20 years ago were massively in supply. But I will tell you one thing. Many a times, some of those who were supplying, when you supply them, getting your money become a problem.
When you supply to the Ghanaians?
Some of them, because the Ghanaians, I don't like the language of plural. Some of them.
Exactly. When you supply them, they don't pay.
Sometimes they don't pay. You become frustrated. And some of us try to, make use of the opportunity and go into retail ourselves. Now,
sorry, I want to break you. Now, if the law says foreigners should not go into retail, and because of this reason you decide to go into details, that means you must actually.
That is why I told you. Remember, I told you that the laws prohibit foreigners not to go into retail.
Yes.
That's why I told you that you need to know the root cause of the problem. So as long, and I told you that when you break the laws will hold you. So as long as we are concerned, the retail we went into is not supposed to be. But I'm telling you that as a West African sub-region, as West African member states, we believe that we can also have that relationship. So
at the end of the day, it is still breaking that law. However, I was thinking that why didn't you people maybe try to look for a way to maybe fix the law to work?
That's why I'm trying to help people.
Okay, I'm coming back. Sorry for continuing.
Let me help you so that your interview will flow very well.
Okay, thank you.
Now, I said something. I said during this issue, the Ghana Trade Union realized that Nigerians, we are going out of the laws by doing retail in the market. But we also see other foreigners retailing, like the Chinese are retailing, the Indians are retailing, some other people. We also use that opportunity. Now, we also see ourselves as West African member states that we can also go in there. Looking at the trade laws of Ghana, that you should have equity of maybe $1 million before it was $300,000 during COVID time. During this time, they move it to $1 million as equity. You can trade and all of that. But then it's not everybody can afford this. Okay? So if you have $1 million, maybe you let it be Nigeria to trade and all that. So along this process, our shops were locked. That's 2013.
Just your shops or other people that also...
These are Nigerians.
Just Nigerians. Because you mentioned that other nationalities like the Chinese were...
Just Nigerians.
Okay.
Only Nigerians. 2010. It was massive. You can go to the internet and check it. So along this period, myself and some of our elders, we engaged meetings, several meetings, with the Minister for Trade and Industry then. In and out meeting. In one of the meetings, some of the executives advised us. They said, well, take your people, you guys should go and build a mall. So that you will move out of the local market and do your trade business in the mall. He made a reference of Accra Mall. Foreigners are there retailing because it's a mall. Because the trade law is talking about local market. But it did not prohibit you not to be in a mall. Then we came, we sat down. What do we do? Then that is how we started thinking, which area can we acquire land for more? Then that is how we thought about Aflawo Road. That's the road we come from. The Ecowas Road, that's the road you can go home from Ghana to Aflawo. That's road going and all that. We think about that way. And then this village called Odningo, from our NGO far back 2007, 2008, we built a school for that village. The king is a friend to us. So we went to him to tell him our vision. Your Majesty, we want to get a land for Igbo Mall. And he has been telling us to come and buy land for development and all that. Now opportunity has come. The last two were there is 2007, 2008 after we finished the school. Now 2013, many years ago after that. Then conversation gives birth to ideas. We're discussing about the land, going to purchase land for more. And that discussion, what ran into our mind is if we build more along this road, the distance of the town is so much, we might not be able to have that patronage. Let's do it like Chinese town. Let's do it like a community. Let's do it like a village where we can come, acquire land, build houses, and have a community where we can do business.
Just like Chinatown.
Just like Chinatown. This came to our mind. We'll quickly have that chat with the king. The king was happy because that would bring development for him. Now, he offered us, okay, we can even give you guys 200 acres of land. You pay installment. Say, Your Majesty, no, it's too much. Give us like 50 acres so we can pay gradually. And that was beautiful. Discussion, beautiful deal. He asked his boys to go with us to the land. We saw the land, beautiful land, green area. We took pictures and videos. Went back to the king to tell him, yes, we're happy, we love the land. Then we discussed the price and the modalities of payment. We agreed to pay every 3 months. We came back. Just like you came here, a week after, Crystal TV came here for conversation, for discussion, for interview. And they want to know, and I'm not enough to 1 year on the throne of that time. They want to know my plans, my vision, what I want to achieve for Igbo people, for Nigerians. Along those interviews, I now told him, we've even acquired 50 acres of land where we want to build Igbo village. I'm an architect. I designed this house, I designed that, I built.
Oh,
yeah.
This house is not a palace that was given to you. This is a house that you built.
It's my home. This is about 19 years old building.
So the house is older than you on the throne?
Yes. I've had this house before the throne.
When were you inaugurated or coronated?
2012.
When did you build the house?
Long ago, 19 years ago, changing now.
So this is not like you didn't build this to make it a palace.
No.
You built it as a whole.
My residence. And before God gave me the opportunity to lead my people as a Igbo of Ghana.
It is actually an intimidating place, actually.
It is not. It is beautiful.
It is. It's a good place. But sorry to cut you.
Okay. So, God is a master planner. I didn't know I'm going to be the Igbo leader in Ghana. But God designed the house like this. So He did it like that. He knows what He's going to be for future. I've never dreamed, I've never thought of being a king or being a chief. I mean, being a Igbo, being a leader or whatever. All I know, I am a successful businessman to the glory of God.
Thank God for that.
Now, along this process, they came for interview and they want to know my plans and my visions. And I told them, I said, look, we have acquired 50 acres of land where we want to build Igbo village. The definition of village and kingdom is different. Yes, Google it, check it. Different meanings of kingdom and village. Now, this was 12 years ago, the interview. If you look at my physical appearance now and the physical appearance of that video, you can see how young I was then. 12 years ago video. Now, 3 months after, the elders and I went back to the king to pay for the land. The king told us, Igwe, hold your money. There is litigation over the land. Hold it. When we finish the litigation, you guys can come to pay. We keep going there throughout 2013. At the same time, we are solving the problem with the gutter. through this office of my elders, we were able to assemble the Guta president and all his executives around the entire region of Ghana. We held a meeting with them in the office in Accra, and we were able to have, a pathway. So throughout 2013, we could not get the land, we keep going there. 2014, we keep going there. The land did not work. Now, we forget about that vision. We have settled our problem with the Guta. The land is not working out, then we left the vision. Till today, no piece of land was acquired, no plot of land was acquired. For that vision, we left it.
Please subscribe to Facetv Africa and turn the notification on. Facetv Africa, subscribe, hete.